Right, welcome, Lockdown Workshop. I'm your host, Mark. Welcome. To the place where bikes come to be reborn. Right, so you've seen me lugging it around. The big old boy, Pinnacle. You might remember this, regular viewers to the channel. I think we had this in possibly 18 months ago, 2 years ago, for a major rebuild. Yeah, probably about 18 months ago. I'd have to have a look back, see when we did it. It's come back again. It's had a fair bit of use. I did a quick check on it. I've just done a bike fit on it actually, and it was due to come in for a service a while back, but I've just been too busy. So it's been one of the ones that's been put on a promise, and I do feel a bit guilty about that. But she's coming today to have a look at, and it sounds rough. I mean, you hear some bikes and they sound rough, but this sounds really rough. It sounds like a bag of spanners. First I thought it was the back wheel, because I can see the back wheel's buckled, so I will not even bother with the M-check on this. I'll do one, but I'll just tell you what we've seen already. So the back wheel's grumbling like anything. Now I can't remember, I'll have to have a look back on the videos as to whether or not we did anything with that last time, because I've got a sneak suspicion it might have been grumbling last time. We decided to leave it. It's grumbling really bad now. It's got a lot more play than I'd like for a cup and cone system, assuming it is cup and cone. So I'm now, you know, I'm a bit as to what we do with that. We'll have to have a look at it, see what it is. I think it's the axle, and not the free hub, but the free hub could be mullered as well. So we'll have a look at that and see what the problem is. The biggest issue, and I'll try and bring you down for this one. I don't think I've ever seen this that bad, other than the Voodoo, which interestingly we've just had in. I don't think I've seen anything as bad in a long time. I don't think I've ever seen a through axle. Sorry, not a through axle. One of these push through axle style ones. I don't think I've ever seen one of these that bad. So I'll just get it up. I mean, everything just seems really stiff, but I mean, that's absolutely mullered. It's usually this side that goes first, but that side's gone as well. But this side is definitely worse. So we're gonna have to crack that out and have a look at it. I don't know why the pin's missing out of there. I'm assuming this is a Shimano one. It doesn't look like it's a Shimano copy, but Pinnacle do tend to use a lot of their own parts. It's Evans brand. So if you're in the UK, Evans Cycles is one of the big chains, and Pinnacle is their brand. What they typically do, they're a little bit like Planet X, is they sell really reasonably priced, value pitched bikes, but the differences between these and the Specialized and the stuff you buy of the similar kind of price point is that these actually come with decent parts on. So this has got a 105 group set on, which is next to the top. It's got the Tecro brakes. Okay, they're not fantastic, the Tecro brakes, but they're not that bad. So it's a reasonably decent bike. So I mean, it's internal cable tubing, aluminium frame, but it's a really decent aluminium frame. So we'll have to have a look at this. So yeah, but that's. I think it's this one that's collapsed, but there's a lot of play in that one as well. So anyway, we'll give it a quick M check, and then we'll see what. Right, I'm not sure what you saw of that. We'll give you the M check. I think I might have just done the M check and you completely missed it. Right, that's okay. Front wheel's good, brakes are moving well. We know that's mullered. We're just moving on to the back wheel now. There's a fair bit of play in that. There's a little bit of play in the front wheel, but it's cup and cone. That's quite bad. it sounds like a bag of spanners, and there's a fairly hefty buckle to the wheel too. So I think we're going to have to investigate into that one. I can't tell whether the free hub's gone as well, because the bottom bracket is making such a racket. So I think the first thing we do is we get the bottom bracket off. The chain's good. I've already checked the chain, so the chain's fine. The drivetrain's good. I think all we need to do is just sort out that big wheel, sort out that bottom bracket, and I think this will be a completely different bike. It just sounds, it sounds like a bag of spanners. It doesn't have the chain, needs some oil, but I'm kind of hoping it's okay, because when you freewheel, I think all I can hear is the axle bearings, not the free hub bearings. But it's like I said, we've done these before. If the cup's gone on that side, I've got to do the free hub as well, because the cup is part of the free hub. I haven't found anywhere that will sell just the free hub bolt yet. So I think the best thing to do is get it up on the rack, and let's get that crank out, get the chain out of the way, get the wheel off, and then we'll have a look at it, and then we'll go and investigate that back brake. Yeah, you can see it's not. What I might do is tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to chuck a bit of WD-40 on that once we've got it up on the rack, and then we'll let it soak in and see if it makes it any. I don't like shooting at this side. It's not as nice a view. But I just want to. We'll just to finish off, since we want to be on the theory of this at the moment. We'll just check the axles have got springs on both sides. They have, so that's good. I'm just going to take the wheels off this just to make it a bit easier to handle. It's quite a big bike, so we'll get these off. I've got to do something with this back wheel anyway. It's still got my skewer on, so I need to remember to take that out, or I'm going to lose a skewer. In fact, I will take that out now, so I don't lose that. And I've got to remember to take that back down to the house, because that's one of the bike fit skewers. In fact, it can go in the toolbox. Right, that's quite a heavy chunk of the wheel, that. I think I've got Steve's skewer here. Let's stick it on. I must have picked it up and chucked it in the box. Yeah, I did. This is Steve's. Right, that's good. Right, so we can have a look at that in a minute. Let's put this up here. That's going to take some straightening. Right, the chain's very, very dry, but I don't think it's the end of the world. Right. Oh dearie me. Right, let's get you down. You can have a look at this. You're gonna have to time to perform some surgery. Right. Yeah, that's mullet. So I don't think these are a Shimano. I think these are something that's kind of like a. What they've done is they've copied the Shimano design. A big old crank that. Right. Anyway, let's get these nuts out, and we definitely want a. I don't think it's a 6, it might be a 6. It's normally a 5, but it's definitely a 5. don't like these. Oh, that's weird. I put the 5 in. Oh, that'll be right. That one that's landed in the wrong size hole. I put the 5 in the 4 and the 4 in the 5. We might look really flimsy. Right. It's weird because it's actually spinning quite nicely. Oh yeah, that screw's in a bit of a state. I might have to replace these. Yeah, that's not in good shape. Yeah, we'll have to have a look at them. Right. So what threw it immediately was there's no catcher, because on the Shimano's they have a catcher plate there that stops this from falling out if you have a massive failure. I also have no idea how you're supposed to get that centre out. I'm guessing there must be a 6mm Allen key in the middle of that lot. That's another bit of a giveaway. It's not got the kind of Shimano centre lock piece, this, because normally you'd have something that you finger tight with a special tool, but I can't do that with this because it isn't. We haven't got a finger tight tool for it. Anyway, right, let's get that out. Oh, smothered in grease. Somebody's been there. Oh God, that sounds bad. Alright, let's start a bits bucket for the components so I don't lose any. Get rid of the shrapnel from the last one. Now hopefully this hasn't mullered the shaft. Now let's have a look. Oh dearie me. That one feels alright, but that inner one, that's proper not happy. That's got a rate ridge in it. Alright, well, we can only have a go. Okay. Quite heavy them as well. I don't have many spare cranks at the moment. The only spare crank I've got is a that's weird, it feels plastic, that. Surely not. That's weird. Right, I'm hoping that's not some kind of weird flipping size going on, weird thing going on there. What does it say? Torque to 35 Newton meters that way, so we want to see opposite side. Right, let's get me removing spanner out. This is where we find out that it is some kind of weird size. No, it's the smaller one if it's any of them. Right, I've got the smaller one now. Oh, that's just horrid, that is. Right, I'm not very happy about that. Right, I'm slightly curious now as to whether or not that is a standard sized through. So let me get the bottom brackets out. Bottom brackets. Do have something. Alright, so what I'm going to do just to find out check that this is a standard Shimano size. It is, right. So it is a 24mm. So far so good. But it's some kind of weird flipping kind of proprietary size there. Let's just see if the weird converter. I think I'm just going to have to get the grips on it. Right, that's some kind of weird size that they're using. I've never ever seen that. That's a new one on me. So first things first, let's try the adjustable on it and see if we can get it across two of these flats. And if not, we'll have to get a set of mulls on it. I'm not bothered about mullering it because it's already mullered, to be honest. So that's tighten, so it's left, right. Normally it'd be right hand thread, it's reverse, it's the opposite. Nope, we're not getting much joy there at all. It's almost like the Shimano hub pattern, but I mean there is no tool for that because it's just the Shimano hub pattern. So I think the only thing I'm going to be able to do in a minute is, if this doesn't work, is to just get a pipe wrench on it. Now it's just crushing it. Right, so we're not going to be able to save this anyway. We do need a new thing, so I'm just going to have to get the pipe wrench on it. I'm not even going to investigate a tool for this. I don't envisage this is something I'm going to be dealing with regularly. We've just got to work out how we're going to get the flipping thing off. Yeah, it definitely says tighten that way, so I was going the right way. Right, let's up the ante a bit. So if that's tighten, I need to loosen, which means I need to come this way. Gotcha. What would be annoying is if I've got a set of bearings that fits this. Let's have a look how bad it is. It's always this side that goes worse. No, they won't even turn, they've completely seized. So it's actually the plastic that's worn down, because they have a plastic insert. Right, we'll do the autopsy on the bench, I think, for them, rather than me stand there faffing about with it. Shall we see if we can get it out the polite way on this side? Right, so this should be a normal thread on this side. So this is the side that will have gone. Alright, so we need to go that way round. It's not having it. It's not having it. There we go. Come on, surrender your cartridge. Alright, I'll send you through that way then, if you're going to be like that. I don't know why you're being like that. Somebody's been in there. It's smothered with anti-seize. God, that feels awful. Right. Oh, camera's flashing. Oh, there we go. Right, autopsy time. I'm not sure what happened with the last one. I don't know whether I've screwed up some of the recording again, but yeah, let's try and pull this to pieces to have a look, see what's going on. They look actually quite sophisticated. They look like they've got some kind of an O-ring inside there. So I want to go picky and see what's going on. I'd like to know what yeah, it is. There's an O-ring. That's interesting. So there's an O-ring in there, which implies that might be. Oh no. Alright, so that's the dust cover, and then we've got a bearing. Now what I haven't got is I haven't got a tool for putting this back in, and obviously I've made a bit of a mess of it with the grips, but I'm not too concerned, and to be honest, if I can save Steve some money, I will do, and reuse these shells, because the only other shells I've got are some of these, which I don't even think are they're not. These are weird ones. So these are a strange one. I gave away my spare Shimano one that I've got. So the alternative is I buy a Shimano bottom bracket, just a cheap one, because I think these are the same size, or I try and we try and fix this, because I mean it's had a fairly good innings, but I'm just a bit concerned about that flipping pattern, and there's no manufacturer's marks on this either, so I can't tell who's made it to even sort of do a search for a tool. There's a code there. There's a BC 1.37 inches, but that's definitely some weird spec I've never seen before. But, you know, but that's it. You see, the idea of these Pinnacle thing is that you keep going back to them to get them fixed, which is all right if you don't have issues. But obviously that's completely seized, that one. So the only thing that worries me is there's obviously a. That's metal. That's a fairly decent size. And is there a they've got a rubber seal on the outside too. They have as well, yeah. So there's two rubber seals. They're quite well manufactured, these. Right, I'm gonna have a go at saving this, and then I might even look in to see if I can find the tool for putting it back on again. But I mean, we've made a bit of a mark, but not actually that much, and I'll put a bit of rubber around it. But let's see if I can get the let's see if I can find something to punch that out with. Get old trusty that I use for everything. No, so it needs to be a bit smaller than that. What's a bit smaller than that? What's that one looking? A bit bigger than that. Next one up from that. Next one up from that's that mullet one. Actually, that's not a bad fit. See if I can push it out of my hands first. Nope. Got my little diddy toffee hammer. Right. that's out. It's out. Let's see if we can find something else now that's even bigger. We've got something over here I could possibly hijack. Oh, that might do it. Oh yes. Spacer ring. Let's have another spacer ring. Well, that one. Another spacer ring. Oh, another spacer ring. Keep plowing through these spacer rings. Aha! Right. Right, that's just not playing fair. Right there, that is absolutely mullered. But it's a weird one. We're missing something as well. I suspect it's still in there. It is, there you go. Right, so that's a weird thing altogether, that is. That's got... It's a sealed bearing, but the bearing actually goes all the way to the outside edge. That's weird. Right, what have we got in here? Our box of bearings. Let's see if we've got any. Nope. Nope. Ooh, what's this? Oh, miles off. It was a tube, it's there. Right, so these are pretty much the Shimano ones. We might have to go down that route. It is looking like it's... I don't want to buy any bearings for it if we don't have them already, because if I've got them already I can test them, but if I haven't got them I can't test them. What's this? That's one of those weird ones, isn't it? That's one of the ones that actually came out of there. Yeah, that's a weird bearing, that is. I think we're just going to have to go for a Shimano bottom bracket and just hope for the best. I mean, even if it doesn't fit, we can... There's no markings on this at all, unless they're on this side. So what we might have to do is take a measurement if we're going to order some bearings for it. I can't see anything on here. It's a really weird thing. I've never ever seen anything like this before. You enjoying this? You're still going? Now you're upside down. Oh, that's better. Oops. Very nicely. Right, so I have to get the micrometer on this. There's absolutely no markings, but there's a really nice rubber seal on there, but it obviously does absolutely bugger all use because it doesn't seal that bit. There's no measurements on there, so I think what we're going to have to do is take that measurement with both of these filaments on, and then except I've lost one of them already. Well, this is not even the same size as that. Oh, it's on the other side. It's already on. See, what I can't work out is what's happened to this. There's like a rubber cap that protects the bearings on this side, but it's not on. It's not on the other side. So what happened to that? Unless that's it. No, that's the seal off the outside of that. Don't lose that. Don't lose that, because I think they're going to be critical. We're going to have a go. Well, I think we ought to have a go at this. I just lost that piece again. I keep losing it. No, I have lost it this time. I just scattered it, so it's here. I thought I'd heard something drop. Right, let's clean this up, because if I get it clean, I can get some measurements. I can get outside diameter. I can get crossfall, and then we can see where we are and see if we can get something. It might be that we can't get anything. I mean, I suppose I could use these to shim it if we end up having to, but I'd rather not. It's absolutely... Oh, hold on, is there a mark on that? Get the old man eye out. The trouble is, it's been spinning, so if there was anything on there, it's got worn out. But it does look like there's something written there, but I can't read it. That's definitely the inner edge. This was definitely the outer edge. No, absolutely. Do you know what? It's brilliant that thing's working again. Right, I think the best thing we can do is put the bearing back together. If we can work out which way. I think it's that way it goes. And you can see the inner that seal's got worn out as well. It's whether or not there's a step in here of where it sits. I don't think there is. It looks fairly flat. It's not cracked, is it? Right, let's get the micrometer on it. Find out where it is, and it's there. The bench is getting full. Right, so let's get an outside diameter first. So it is outside diameter, it is, oops, .34 weird sizes. Right, it is a 34.3. Just check that. 34.3. .3 diameter. Might as well use this. It is 6.4 6.5 width, I need to check that on here. Yeah, so we have got 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8.5. But then we need to take off 2 point. Yeah, that's not going to work, is it? It's nearly 3. Right, so we've got 6.5 inside diameter. I'm guessing should be 24. Where's my race gone? .24. Yep, 24, which it should be because it's a thingy. So 24mm inside diameter. Right. Bearing finder. Simply bearings. So a quick scan down here, see if there's any bike bearings. Right. Cycle bearings. At no point can I select something that makes it right. Bottom bracket. Double row and no ball bearings. Stainless steel ball bearings. Let's go for stainless steel ball bearings. Right, inside diameter. Aha! Show all. Inside diameter is... Oh, well they haven't got 24 for starters, so that's just blowing that one out of the water. Ball bearings, here we go. Deep groove ball bearings, they're the ones we want, I think. Yep. Stainless ball bearings. Inside diameter They don't sell 24. What kind of freaky ball bearings are these? Because on the Shimano's it's not 24, it's more, and then you put an insert in it. Somebody must have made the buggers. Right, 24. Inside diameter, outside diameter. $34.3. $34.93. Suppose it could be one of them. Inside diameter. Nope. I think we're scuppered. I think we're just going to have a look for a new Shimano bottom bracket. One thing we do need to check though that it is standard thread. We'll just do that quickly off camera. Which side's this? Yeah, standard. Right, I've been beaten. Trouble is I can't remember the how you describe bearings, because normally you describe it. Ah, right, here we go. So it would be a 6.5. So it would be a right, so let me, so it would be a 24 by 34.3 by 6.5 bearing. Let me look at White's bearings because they're slightly better. I've used them before. They do all sorts of weird shite. It would be 24 by, no, it won't be 24. It will be, yeah, it will be 24. I don't see anything that is 24. Oh, 24 by 34 by 6. Oh no, it's a hydraulic seal. There's a bearing there, 2436. Oil seal. Loads of AliExpress ones. $24.37. $24.34.6. $24.34 6.5. That TK888 seems to be coming up quite a lot for the bearings. $24.34 6.5. Did we have one up here that had a code on it? Rolling KFT. Can't read that. TK2434. 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 Bearing. Change country. TK2434. Aha! GXP BSA bottom bracket. And it looks like it's got those weird things on it. So it's a prime threaded bottom bracket. Well, I never. Well, there you go. It's a GXP. another freaky GXP, because that's what these is, and that's what this one is. It's a weird GXP. Well, that's the point. Never actually bothered to look on there to see if it was to be right funny if it's there you go. Prime bottom bracket. Have you overheated, or have you just turned off? Are you back? Right. Up shot of all that lot. I don't know how much you caught of all that, but this is a prime. It has a proprietary bearing which nobody seems to be able to supply me with, and on top of that, lots of ums, you also need a special tool to fit it, which you cannot find. So I suspect these are a discontinued part. That you can get them absolutely dirt cheap on Chain Reaction, which I'm always wary about doing anything like that because Chain Reaction's about to go under. So we'll deposit that in the bucket of good intentions and leave it right there as spares. I don't think there's going to be anything we can do with that. It's a really weird size of bearing. It's a really weird tool. So even if I bought it for $4.99, I can't fit it without knackering it and putting this, you know, a gripper on it, which I really don't want to do. So for 18 quid, I can buy an Ultegra from Amazon, direct from Amazon as well. So you know it's a genuine part. So that's what I've done. I've ordered it. I haven't checked with Steve. That's okay, but I'll take the hit on that. If he's not happy, I can't see why he won't be, because the bike ain't going anywhere without it, unfortunately. And that's actually pretty not a bad price. It's a bit disgusting. She used to, you know, I can remember 10 years ago it was a tenner, but the world has moved on since then, and they are significantly more expensive now. So unfortunately, that's where we are. That bearing had completely collapsed. So anyway, right, onwards and upwards. Let's have a quick look at this and see how bad this is before we go any further, and then we can see if we need to get any parts for this. Whether I need to buy an axle or a cup or anything for it. I'm hoping we don't. Right, put that in there. Chuck that on there. A bit of a strange sense of deja vu right now. I feel like I did this less than half an hour ago. See if this one's done up a bit better than the last one. Got a sneak suspicion I might have been the last one to do that one up. So you go in there, you go in there, the fat one's there, the fat one's there. Stick it upside down, put it over there. Ooh, that feels nasty. Right, I think these are, let's get the rubber seal off. It's starting to get very cold in here. That's my middle son trying to commit suicide by harassing his mother for when his food's going to be ready. Bearing in mind he hasn't come out of his room all day. will pretty much do it. Alright, should be a 17. Come on. That was tight. Unnecessarily tight, I found. It's getting very cold in here. As soon as I get this off, we are. Alright, let's. Are you getting a good view of this? You are actually. Alright. Standard axle. I'll do my usual and see if see if them cups we bought will fit it, but not optimistic. Loose ball, same as what we've just done, almost identical arrangement. Oh, actually they just look a bit dry. Right. Let's plonk it out. I don't think they're going to get any. Oh Jesus Christ! Look at the state of that. That's pretty scabby. Right, let's see what the damage is. This will be the one that's knackered. This one here. Seeing some pitting, but it's not actually that bad. We might get away with doing a bearing swap like we did on the last one. We'll get the bearings out, we'll have a look at the bearings. Well, I think we might get away with this. It's pitted, but it's not massively bad. Let's have a look at the bearings, see what they look like. Kind of hoping it's the bearings are knackered like the other one was. Because we swapped the bearings out, they just made a massive difference. Obviously we polished up that. Yeah, these bearings are mullered. Right, the first one out's mullered, and this is the good side as well. Oh God, that one's absolutely. Actually, it's not that bad, that one. It was just the. Yeah, we've got some pitting on that one too. Check I'm not running on stuck in there. Right, let's have a look at the other side. Oh. We'll just throw some of them out. Yeah, these look terrible. Oh, they're knackered. Yeah, we'll stick a new set of bearings in both sides. I do need to have a look at that though and just see how bad it is. Let's see if we can prize that out gently. Cool, it's a Pinnacle, so it's got some weird thing going on that doesn't look like anything else. Yeah, another ball bearing stuck under there. That's a different. That's not what I was expecting. Right, this will be the $64,000 question, is how bad is this? The freewheel feels alright actually. It's worn. I can't see anything that suggests it's got any big gouges, or the surface is worn, but it's not pitted. So we'll stick some new bearings in. We'll see how we go with that one. It's not nice, but I've seen worse. Right. Need to get a length on this. I think I'll get it out of this, will I? That might do. 140 mil. There we go then. Right, we'll do the same. Right, bear with me while I now work out where I've put everything down, as soon as I had to put it down to sort you out. Yeah, it looks better. It's not brilliant, but it looks better. Right, see if we can pull that one off like we did with the other one. So let me check what the food situation ended up being. About 25 minutes. Right, that's okay, 25 minutes. So let's crack on with this then. Let's see if we can get this back together. Right, so we've got to put this side in first. So let's get some bearings. Right, I don't think we need this anymore, we can put this away. Another quality piece of kit, that was a good buy. Axminster, not Amazon, Axminster. I use that quite a lot, which you will have seen if you're a regular viewer to the channel. Right, what did I do with them ball bearings? Have I packed them away? Bottom bracket, no. Here, no. Bearings. Oh, they're there. Get some grease out. It's like the never-ending grease gun this. I filled it up about 30 years ago and I've never filled it up again since. And I must have used about 80 tubes of grease and it's just never... Having said that, I've probably just jinxed myself now. I think it's running out. Right then, let's get my little tub going like we had before. It seemed to work quite well. Oops. Wonder why my balls were sticking together. I've got a magnet on them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, just had a quick double count there, do them back up. Right then, let's feed these in. Do you want to come and see what I'm doing? You were supposed to be paying attention and you turned off, you've missed me. Right, so I've greased my balls, I've inserted my balls, and I've kept them to one side to make sure I don't catch my balls when I insert my shaft. I think that's all you've missed. Now then, does that, where's that funny red thing gone? Does that have to go in first, or will that go over the top of that? Alright, so this has to go in now. Right, good. In. Flip. Now, we will take this seal out. I didn't take it out of the other one, but I'm going to take it out of this one because I'm a glutton for flipping punishment. I just want to make sure it's clean under there and get all the shit out. The bearings were mullered on both sides, so I think it's just sensible to give this a quick clean out as well. I want to have a look at the cup and just check the cup's not knackered. There is a lot of muck in here, so I think it's definitely the right thing to do. Yeah, as I said, they were pretty dry on this side, which was more of a worry than anything else. The bearing surface looks okay. He says, I've just spotted a big mullery looking bit. Let's... Right, grease. Yeah, I'm going to have to do a bit more pumping to get my grease out. Two of these in one day, and it's not my favourite job. I hate doing these. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Should be 9 in there now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes. Right. Same trick again. Get your balls nicely lubed up. Try and keep them out of the way of your shaft. We won't be pressing the Made for Kids button. Right, so I need to reach through again like we did last time, find that nice big hole. I can actually get my fingers through. That's the one. Right, rescue those bits. And hopefully that'll stay where it is for 2 minutes while I just give this a quick clean off, because one thing we didn't do was actually check this one. See how bad this one was. No, you don't. Yeah, this grease is really thick. Right, so far so good. A little bit of chewiness there, but not much. Right, I think we've got away with it again. Or Steve has. We might get lucky with this. Whoops, no. Nearly. Where's it gone? I think it's that one you use. That's it. Right, time to back you up a bit, and I'll retire this one to the sorry, but I've got my hands full of wheel. Definitely getting deja vu now. Right. And I think it's that, and then I think it's that. Then I think we're there. Right, where's my 15? So we back it off about there, I think, and then crank down on it, and then hopefully it's not as sweet as the other one was, but sounds better. Right. It's not that bad. Let's see how much play we've got in it. That's quite a bit of play. We can take a bit of play out of that, I think. Right. I think we're taking a bit too much play out now. Right. Actually, that's not bad. Let's see what it sounds like this way up. Right. That isn't that bad. Right, let's get the let's get that back on it. There's the fat one. Something's gone wrong there. Oh, that's definitely the fat one. It's on now. I'll lose that magnet stuck to something again. Yeah, don't do that. That's naughty. Right, I suspect that's food calling, which is good timing because I've nearly done this one. Where's the big one? Okay. I appear to have lost the big torque wrench. Not sure how I've lost the big torque wrench. I'm not sure where I could lose the big torque wrench. If I put it in here, we put it away. Right, so it's already set to 40 because I did one earlier. Stop being awkward. Start clearing some of this stuff away, so I have to make a run for it. Right, that is a bit of a success again, I think, because it was in pretty bad state. Right. So what we have done, shift that over, that's the seal. Right, that one's good to go. Right, that's sorted. Right, let's get all these spanners put away. And that flipping marker now disappeared out of nowhere. Right, let's get that off. Grab this and we'll start packing some stuff up so I can get out of here quickly, because I think my missus is calling me. Food is ready when you are. Right. Right, we will be back on Thursday.